Hey, I'm Rob Menzies and welcome back to my channel, and today we are here at the Motorrad BMW shop known as the Bike Shack in Torbay near Torquay. And today we are here for something very special because today is New Bike Day. So come with me as I come and grab the bike and I will then give you a walk around of my new machine. And so here we are inside the BMW Motorrad Bike Shack shop, and behind me what you can see is a lovely motorbike that happens to be under a veil, and that veil is because that is my brand new motorbike. So in a minute we shall unveil it and we shall go and ride it.
Mr. Menzies, welcome
Thank
to
you.
your new F900R SE.
Woohoo! Look at that!
Thank you.
Oh,
There
there's
we
the
go.
baby. Oh, I'm liking that. How good is that rear? I'm liking that one. Yeah, that screen makes a difference, doesn't it?
The seat cowl in the blue looks awesome, doesn't it?
Really looks nice. Oh, I'm well happy with that.
And the screen?
Yeah. I'm so glad that wasn't clear and that was actually a dark one. That is really nice. Oh, I'm over the moon with that.
Should we jump on it?
Yeah. Oh, that makes such a difference. So for my lovely viewers that are out there that remember me talking about the seat to peg position, seems when you don't have a low-rise seat, it's actually the perfect position. So over the moon with that. Guess I better get out and go and ride it. Okay, so we've now picked up the bike, we have got it back home again, and we've been out on the first ride for this motorbike as well. So this bike literally had 0 miles on it, and yeah, now that we have grabbed it, I have grabbed it, basically we have gone out and about, still running in the bike, so we had to be careful and just keep it down to half throttle and keep it down below 6,000 revs. But as you can see, a fantastic looking bike. So what I wanted to do is walk you through front to back on some of the extras that we got on this bike. So starting down the front here, one of the things you may have noticed, already managed to get a bug splat on it, is the windscreen. So if you had seen my review when I was actually originally test riding this bike and reviewing it, one of the things I did pick up was the fact that you needed a bit of wind deflection. That does help. I'm not going to say it helps massively, but it does help with some of the wind deflection. So you can ride reasonably sensibly, but one of the things that's quite nice, again from a headlight point of view, very flashy headlight on this one, where what it actually does is as you lean the bike, it actually swings the light as you actually lean the bike, so you get better visibility in the dark, which is really cool. Probably the best thing I can then do is if I come around this side, so you can start seeing some of the controls that we've got on here. So first one I've got here is heated grips, and this heated grips is a 3-stage heated grip. So I had it on, we're 10 degrees today, and I've had this on level 1, and I have my hands lovely and toasty, so that one's really good. We've got a mode switch here, so on our mode switch this is going to give us the 3 main modes of rain, road and dynamic. Once we've gone through the first service at 600 miles, it then also allows us to plug in a little chip in the back of the bike, and we can go to Dynamic Pro, which basically allows us to muck around with the things like traction control and ABS settings. Down here we've obviously got the kill switch as well as the starter of the bike. This one over here is really interesting. So this is the SOS button. So in here we basically have a button that if pushed will call BMW customer services and will help you if the bike breaks down or if you have an accident. In the same way, this also detects if you've had an accident and the bike falls over when you're above 10 kilometers an hour, and it will actually ring BMW customer services for you. So that's cool. I decided with this bike that we would go for the keyless entry, so the key is actually in my pocket, and we also have exactly the same thing with the petrol cap, so we've got a keyless one on that one. Entry. We're now going to go around to the other side of the bike, and let's have a look on what we have on the other side. So when we come over to this switch gear, we have basically the hazard warning light, we have a daytime running light, so that one is for your lights, and I think that might be main beam as well. The menu allows you a menu up, menu down function, which is obviously for the main screen. You then also have your choice on whether you're turning on or off the traction control and ABS settings, and this also allows you to adjust the electronically adjustable rear shock. So on this one you've got a choice of being able to automatically set it between road and dynamic setting for riding, and also you can go into here and say whether you're one person on the bike or two people on the bike, and it'll adjust accordingly, so that's quite a good one. And then on here what we also have is you can go left and right and twiddle around, and this allows you to basically do all of the settings again on the main menu. If you want to see what that main menu looks like, I will link up here for you the other video where I test rode this bike, and you can see all of the menu displays that we saw as well. So over here we also have to do with dynamic suspension, so that is part of it that allows the motor to adjust the preload. What we can also see over here, which I must say works really well, is the quick shifter and auto blipper. Now what I found with this one when I was out doing the first ride, remembering that this had 0 miles on it, was I was finding at lower revs it's probably better to use the clutch, to be honest, than trying to use the quick shifter and auto blipper at lower revs. But the moment you start coming up the rev range and you're accelerating, works really well. And I must say, for the auto blipper coming down, that was also really great. So we've got that one also. Another feature that I have on this bike is I've taken an optional extra here for the rear seat cowl. You'll notice the whole colour scheme in San Marino blue, and again I decided with this model, which is the SE model, that I would basically go for that as an optional extra as well as the windscreen. So I think that pretty much covers all of the optional extras for this bike. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is I've actually ordered some crash protection from R&G. So we're going to be getting those on the bike. What we're actually going to be doing is there is a spindle that goes through here, which basically gives you protection on the front forks. There's exactly the same thing that goes through the rear spindle over here, so that protects the rear, and as well as that means I can put it on a paddock stand. And then, as you may have noticed here, we got 2 wadging grate bolts, so this one and this one, and we're going to get some crash protection going through both of these bolts. It's going to be an interesting one because you actually have to take these bolts off by the looks of it, so that we can fit the crash protection on. So I'm going to get a friend of mine to help me with that one. The other thing I'm also going to do is, you may notice I've got a bar end on this one. I've decided that I'm going to take that off and put the R&G one on there as well. So that is the next bit to come. Stick with me on this channel. I'm obviously going to be talking a little bit more about this bike the more and more I use it. First impressions have been absolutely fantastic. As I say, only done a few miles on it so far, but we need to get this thing running so we can really go and enjoy it and have a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please remember to not only like the video but also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos like this in the future. Thanks again for watching, and see you again soon.